putting forth an innocuous image. Visual arts, Soumitra Das. Once, Panchikas or almanacs, apart from the deciding which periods of time were inauspicious, allowed readers surreptitiously to enter the prurient and titillating world of armors and spells and potions, STDs, and memory gland enhancers that appeared in the form of advertisements in these voluminous tomes. Such advertisements, which were the counterpart of publicity material put out by astrologers, beauticians, hairdressers, cosmetic companies, and sexologists in newspapers today, were often greeted with sneers and mudges, and as salacious matter still does. The exhibition, 19th Century Swadeshi Art in Bengal, Woodcuts, Woodblocks, and Lithographs, April 13 to June 17, organized jointly by the Victoria Memorial Hall and Akkar Prakar, and curated by Oshik Pal in the stiflingly hot Central Hall of this Calcutta landmark, highlights almanac ads, but of the more innocuous kind. These seem mostly copies of the original woodcuts, but appeared in the almanacs published by P.M. Bakshi in the early 20th century, are exhibited on the outer walls of the display panels erected around the marble statue of the youthful Queen Victoria. The monarch appears in the lithograph Bharat Bhiksha, the later lithographs once produced by the Calcutta Art Studio, which is still in operation, and Kasaripara Art Studio, are displayed on the inner walls of the panels. Calcutta Art Studio specialized in the lithographs of the divinities and portraits of leaders, while Kasaripara were famous for the colorful pin-ups of the courtesans, some of which are on display. It is widely known that Victoria Memorial Hall had a good collection of these commercially produced prints. There were no sign of those there. For some unfathomable reason, both the iconic museum of this city are averse to bringing to light the treasures in their yet to be inventoried buildings. Holdings. Sanjit Chaudhary had held a similar exhibition of commercial prints from all over the country, which have become collectibles today as they are hard to get in 2006. The current exhibition, on the other hand, brings together exclusively locally produced prints, the origin of the woodcuts, as advertisements, illustrations, and typography is closely related to that of the Battala publications, which played a pioneering role in Bengali book publishing, and Kalighat parts, which pilgrims bought as souvenirs. This native or Swadeshi endeavor rather counter to the European enterprises in publishing and introduction of oil painting, which consumers were mainly the moneyed classes, both whites and natives. Like the 19th century lithographs that followed their example, Kalighat parts they depicted depicted besides deities voluptuous ladies of leisure, the hypocrite in a felon of avatar, a fistful of prawns, and Bengali women circus performers. So, besides offering voyeuristic pleasure, these images are vehicles of biting social satire, targeting the godless young Bengal, weaned on Western values, the nouveau riches, scandals that rocked contemporary Bengal, and cant on the priestly class. Patala penny dreadfuls, whose sensationalized woodcut advertisements appeared in almanacs, dealt with similar themes. However, there were differences. While the pots were characterized by bold lines that defined volume, the cheaper woodcut printed on flimsy paper were far more detailed, often creating a dazzling effect. Figuration was styled and as in Indian miniatures, perspective was ignored. The influence of Western academic drawing on most lithographs is quite evident, even though the themes were drawn from the Hindu scriptures. But most of the lithographs here are originals, a handful are displayed prints, and the superior skills of the earlier ones is quite obvious. Two redeeming features of the exhibition: the woodblock artists, most of whom sank into oblivion, are identified at a time when anonymity was the norm. The names of Priya Gopal Das, P.C. Dotto, Nityolal Dotto, Madhav Chandra Das, and Govinda Chandra Das stand out. The woodblocks too are on display. Thank you.